everybody, it's James here from goodguitarist.com, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters. Now this tune uses the most common chord progression ever, G, C, E minor, D. There's like a trillion songs you can play with this chord progression, so if it's the first time you're learning it, you're not just learning this tune, you're learning a ton of songs. It also uses the most common strumming pattern ever, so this is a great one to learn, super classic tune. Before we get started, I'd just like to quickly mention that I have a chart available for this on my Patreon. There's a link down below. Otherwise, we're just going to jump right in with the chord shapes. Our first chord is G, and then we're going to be switching to a D chord. So I recommend working out your switch from G to D if you haven't done this already, pivoting off of your third finger there. So I just pivot off that finger. You might be playing G like this, and then switching to D. And if you're doing that, there's a trick with this one too. Just take a look at these two fingers. We can just bring them all the way down, put them down first, and then just add our first finger. So we can kind of keep them in that shape. Whichever way you're doing it, the verse is just those two chords, so make sure you're pretty good at that G to D switch. We also have a C chord and an E minor chord. And as far as switching from C to G, G to E minor, I actually have all of those, I have videos that cover each one of those individually, and I'll put a link to those down below so you can train up as much as you want and play along with me. Anyways, once you've familiarized yourself with those chords, we can play through them in order using downstrokes only. That way we can just figure out how long to play each chord for and get a feel for the switching. Starting off on G, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Stay on D. D, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. Back to G. 2, 3, 4. 1. Under the C chord. 2. Down by the G. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you can do it exactly like that, just downstrokes only, chomping through the chords with nice steady rhythm. And remember, I have those free videos that'll teach you how to practice all your switching. There's my free ebook, which covers all of that, plus my complete beginner's course, which goes very in-depth and makes sure that you get the gist of it when it comes to strumming and playing chord shapes, and being able to put that all together. Anyways, once you've done that, once you're comfortable with that, we can add a strumming pattern. And for this one, we're going to use the most common strumming pattern ever. It goes like this. If you're having trouble with it, we can break it down into two parts. There's down, down, up. And notice how I still wave my arm. 3, 4, down, down, up, 3, 4. And you can do that at your own pace, as slow as you need to go. The trick is to keep the rhythm even. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second half is miss, up, down, up. That's what I want you to say. So 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. Do that at your own pace a whole bunch of times. When you're ready, we put it all together. First, by saying it. Down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Most people are better at talking than they are at playing guitar, right? So chances are you'll be able to say it pretty quick. And once you can say it, it'll be a lot easier to tell your hand what to do. So I want you to try to say it first, then we can apply it to the guitar. Down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. So take your time with that, loop it over each of the chords, practice it on D a little bit, on C a little bit. And when you're ready, we can put that together with the chord shapes that we've already practiced. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, back to G. Staying on G for one more measure, G, D, G. Cool, so the only other part left is the bridge, and for that we're going to be using just the E minor and D chord. So I recommend taking a look at that switch. I like playing my E minor with those two fingers, and then I just drag them over, spread them out, and I get them down where they belong on D, and then I finish the shape. Just try that a few times. And the other part we should talk about before we just try it is the very end. There's a bit of a rhythm thing. It goes boardwalk, boardwalk, 2, 3, 4. So to do that, it's just downstrokes and some counting. Let's work on that a little bit. We're on our E minor shape, and we're going to go 1, 2, rest, 4, 1. So just take a look at how the downstrokes line up with the counting. 1, 2, and then on beat 3, I'm just putting my hand to touch the strings lightly to make them stop ringing, create some silence. And then on beat 4 and 1, and then beats 2, 3, and 4, there's just like a little guitar riff that happens the first time, like. But the important part is making sure that you're doing the downstrokes on the right numbers. We're not changing chords or anything, so it's pretty simple. Just take a look at it, and then we'll try it together, just that last little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's practice the bridge together now. If you don't feel ready yet, you can always just watch, see what I'm doing, and then rewind it and try it with me after. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are all the components of the song. All we have to do now is assemble it. The song starts off with an intro, which is just G with 4 strumming patterns. Then we have the verse and chorus, like we've already practiced, and the bridge. Then we do that all again, verse, chorus, bridge, a second time for each of them. Then there's an instrumental part, which is the same chords as the verse. So basically it is technically verse, chorus, and bridge one more time. And the bridge ends abruptly. So at the very end of it, it goes boardwalk, boardwalk, and that's the end of the song. So basically, all we have to do is play through the verse, chorus, bridge 3 times and the song's over. Let's just try it once right now, just so we can put all the parts together. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, you would just, do the verse again, the chorus again, the bridge again, and then again, and that's it. That's the whole tune. So for this one, really simple to get each part, really simple to put it all together. And if you need any extra help with this, don't forget about my resources. There's my free ebook. There's my complete beginners course. I have a few other courses you can find at courses.goodguitarist.com. And if you have any specific questions, you could always even ask me in the comments down below, or you could email me info@goodguitarist.com. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.